Hi, my name's Beth, and this is a walkthrough of Scale This, which is a Ruby on Rails web application, which I've just completed the first working draft of, which is going to be ready for submission for the Rails project in my Fullstack Web Development program, which I am taking with Flatiron School. This application is a website where people can track their scales practice, musical scales. Not traditionally a very fun thing, and there's a few ideas out there of how to make it better. Here's my take. Here's what I can do at the moment. Here's what I can offer. So I'm going to show you how to sign up. So we sign up. You can either make your own account directly with Scale This, or you can continue with Facebook. So I'm going to do that. I've just logged out of my Facebook, so it should ask me to log in again. Here we go. If you were already logged into Facebook on your browser, you would not need to do this. Oh dear, that's not correct. Okay, great. Great. So Scale This will receive your name and profile picture and email address. I'm okay with that. So I'm going to continue as myself. And this should redirect me back to Scale This. And then I can see some scales libraries, and I am logged in. So this scale library is pre-populated with some of the standard scales. We can go check out one of them. How about we go for a harmonic minor? Beautiful. So we can see the scale, we can see its name, and we can see its notes in solfege out here. And we can actually listen to it. I'm just going to refresh the page. And it's going to play back. Is indeed a harmonic minor scale, and so that's great. But I want to listen to it from a different note. That was middle C. Let's go for F. So it's changed. Let's listen to it. Perfect. Sorry if that's a bit loud. And we can also see on this scale page melody rules. It's got no special rules. Most of the scales in there now don't, but when we add things like Indian ragas and some other scales from around the world, they do have some very specific rules, so that's a nice place to make note of it. We can put the origin, the defaults to unknown, and the type. And now this is where it gets fun, so fun. We can log a practice of the scales. So say I've got my instrument out or I'm singing and I've practiced my harmonic scale, I'm like, great, done it. I can say practiced. That's going to log a practice, and it's going to take me to my practice room and tell me that I practiced the harmonic minor today. Fantastic. And if I go back to that scale, it'll tell me I last practiced it Sunday, July 15th, which is today, and I've practiced this once. So that's great. I mean, we can practice it again today, practiced, and obviously this is not going to change because it's still today. When we go back, practice the scale twice. And we can do that for all the scales in here. And I can also add my own scales. So say I've heard of a cool scale, but it's not in here, or I've just invented a scale, or I think I've invented a scale, and let's call it cool scale. Let's call it Beth's cool scale. And scale type, cool, origin, my brain, melody rules, only play third note on a Sunday, you know, also known as epic scale. And I'm going to make this semitone, tone, semitone. Don't know what I'm talking about, it doesn't matter. Would I like to keep the scale private? Oh no, I'll make this one public because everyone should know about this awesome scale. Oh no, this pattern already belongs to another scale. Not quite sure which one. Let's see. Let's change some of these notes. Keep this private. No. Create. Perfect. So Beth's cool scale. Thanks for contributing this scale. Let's listen to it. Beautiful. Melody rules. I can play third note on Sunday. Origins. All that's there. Even though I just made this scale, I can already listen to it on all these notes. Perfect. I can log a practice of it. There we go. It's been practiced today. And I can edit it. So I just fixed a little bug that came up. This is why this recording stuff is great. I realized that when I went to edit, I made a small adjustment to my code earlier, and that small adjustment meant that it just wasn't loading the pattern of the scale right. So actually now when I log in, so I'm going to sign up with my Facebook account, which you saw me just create a private scale and a public scale. So there's the private scale I made, and there's a public one. When I go to one of those, I can edit it, and it will load it. The name's already there, and the pattern is there as well. The display of the pattern is something that I really want to improve. And these checkboxes are teeny tiny and quite difficult to work with, but that's on my to improve list. So we can update that, add a couple notes, add the scale type. We'll keep it as unknown, also known as super cool. And I'm going to make it public now. So that's public scale update, and that's updated. I can delete it. There we go. It's gone. So I'm actually going to make another new scale. So great scale, and I'm going to make it something that doesn't exist. And this one's going to be public as well. Great. Back to the scales library. I'm going to add a new scale. It's going to be called Beth's private scale. This one's too good to be somewhere else. It's more like an arpeggio, this one. And I want to keep this one private. Create. Great. Okay, so we can see all this here. When I log out, I'm going to sign in as a test account that I already made earlier, gingertonic@test.com, password, and it takes me straight to my practice room if I'm logging in for a second time. It looks like I've done a bit more practice. And let's look at that scales library. So we can see here that we can see the great scale, which I just created from my Facebook account, but I cannot see Beth's private scale. It's not there, it's not available to me. And even if I try and access it, it's gonna hopefully say no. It's gonna say, hey, that's private. Sorry about that. And if I try and access a scale that just doesn't exist, no scale, it's gonna say, we can't find that scale, I'm terribly sorry about that. When I go to great scale, I cannot access the edit or delete buttons at all. What I can do is, from the home page, I can see who's been practicing. So it'll show me rankings of what's been happening. So we've got three users by the looks of it. We've got Al Gakovich, we've got Ginger Tonic, that's my online moniker, and we've got Beth Michelle Schofield, and that's just me. And we can reorder these by name. This goes by alphabetical order. total practices. So Al Gakovic is winning, he's done the most practice, but who last practiced? So actually it was me, my Facebook account. So even though I've done the least number of practices, I was the last person to practice, which is so there. And so that is scale this. Who knows if it's going to be useful. It's definitely a question of user experience when it comes to musical education online, and I hope it's an idea that's useful to some people.